I'm Jason. This is my roommate Shaden. He'll be interviewing me today for this interview.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. What was your college experience at Eau Claire like before this semester and this course started?
So before this semester and before this course started, I did really bad in school. I didn't really care to go to class. I just had no real motivation to really do anything, and I never could stay motivated. Maybe more than a couple days. Just didn't really go to class, didn't do my work. Ended up withdrawing and dropping a lot of classes. Just overall did not have a good first year at Eau Claire.
And what about that was challenging, or what specifically did you struggle with?
A lot of what I struggled with was just the mental stress that it put on me, and honestly, my girlfriend and my parents, because knowing that my girlfriend wanted to come here with me, and then knowing that my parents are constantly asking how I'm doing, it just put a lot of stress on me and other people to see my grades and see how my attendance was. It just, I don't know, it was very stressful.
And in what ways were you successful before this semester?
Well, obviously just going to class I was successful, but communicating with other people about how I was doing, mainly my girlfriend, and then communicating what I need to do to get better with other people, such as I would talk to my coach a lot about how I needed to get certain grades up, or I needed to do better in certain classes that I was eligible.
Right. And what are two things that you were hoping to achieve this semester as a whole and by engaging with topics in Gen 201?
Two big things I really wanted to accomplish. One was getting my GPA up to be eligible in the spring. I don't know if you know this, but to play sports in college, you need a 2.0 GPA, and due to my very abysmal performance last year, I was not making that. So this year I had to lock in, and it was just really important for me to get my GPA up to be eligible. And another thing was just not getting kicked out of school. You get put on probation after you fail a class, and after you don't make a certain GPA, so getting kicked out of school would have meant not being able to go to school with my girlfriend, which then would have screwed her out of housing. Maybe just my parents then looking at me in a certain light that's not so good. And working this summer made me realize that I can't work in a factory for the rest of my life, so.
Okay. And what has your college experience been like so far this semester, and consider your present experience too?
So, college life this semester has been a lot better than last year. I haven't gone out partying on the weekends and stuff, and making bad decisions. I've stayed a lot more in touch with my family, especially with my mom having a child. I've spent a lot more time in the gym this year than last year. I feel like last year I was more inclined to take rest days and blame it on baseball when I would just do nothing. I've been in the cages a lot more, just bettering myself as a human more than hurting myself, trying to get more into habits that are good for me than bad for me.
Yeah. And what is most challenging right now, or what are you struggling with?
What's most challenging right now is definitely, honestly, baseball. Playing a sport in college is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be, with how much time it takes up, and just the pure commitment between hanging out with other people or trying to, just by knowing people, having 3 practices a week plus open gyms, and always helping out for the team to help better things for the team, because the budget's not insane for us due to prior issues. But I struggle with a singular class just as because it takes a lot more time out of my week, and without having as much time as I would like, I am struggling with it, but not terribly.
And also, in what ways have you been, successful this semester too?
I've gone to class a lot, a lot more than last year, and that's helped me be successful. I've used my resources a lot more, whether that's just study areas or actually taking the time to go talk to somebody who can help me. And I've also talked to my girlfriend a lot, my family a lot, and what I needed to do to be successful this year, and that has definitely helped me be successful.
Cool. And then what are 3 things you learned about yourself through the experience you've shared so far?
So one thing I learned about myself is that I'm definitely capable of staying focused and doing good in school. I needed to figure out ways almost to like apply myself, like whether that's just being attentive in class, not just, scrolling social media or watching a video in class or listening to music, like actually like being present, being focused, because there's a difference between like being in a classroom and like just saying you were there and actually being there and listening to what was said. And another thing I've learned was just how to keep myself motivated. That was a big issue last year, was like actually like getting out of bed in the morning and like being motivated to go to school. And another thing I've learned is just how to balance out my days. Obviously with baseball, I gotta like know when I can and can't do homework, like when I'll be busy, which will be a lot more different in the spring than it is right now. As right now I only have it in the morning, but just definitely like how to balance out my days a lot better is what I've learned.
And how are you currently using the student success concepts, skills, and strategies from this course?
I use a lot of skills that was talked about in this class. A big one definitely would be like time management, and we talked about using like writing things down in like a calendar. But there's the calendar in Canvas that has all the assignments, and I've just really made sure to like check that every day, and like my professor helped me like make sure that everything I needed was in there so that I was like getting stuff done. I often set SMART goals for myself that help me stay motivated, whether that's like, okay, by the end of the week I need to get like this done, and if I get this done, like I can go do this, whether it's like just going to get something to eat or whatever that may be. Another thing was like resilience. We talked about resilience a lot, and that was a lot of that I've learned was like, again, talking with like my girlfriend, my family about like what I need to do, and like just communicating the issues that I'm having so that I can be more resilient.
Sure. And would you say that those are some new ways of thinking that you're putting into test? Cool.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Definitely not something I've tried before.
Cool. And what student success concepts, skills, and strategies would you like to learn more about and or integrate more regularly into your life?
I would like to learn more about the Bloom slides. I didn't really understand them that much when we went over them, and I still don't. I don't know if there's something I would necessarily like use a lot, but just maybe having a better understanding could help me out. I would like to integrate time management. I feel like that's a really big thing that anybody can use, whether it's like not procrastinating or actually like spreading out days to make sure you're getting stuff done and not overwhelming yourself. Another thing, use SMART goals, is I use them a lot. I'll probably continue to use them a lot and integrate them into basically everything I do because they're actually really useful.
Sure. And in what ways or areas would you like to continue to grow and develop?
I would just like to continue to grow like entirely as a person, whether that's friendships, my relationship with my parents and my girlfriend. Like I would just like to grow everywhere. As a player too, like, as a teammate, I would like to grow. You can always learn more, you can always grow and be a better person. So I don't think there'll ever be a time where I don't want to continue to grow. So.
And what do you want most in life? And then also, how are you willing to complete a college degree to help you create your life?
I would love like, you're number 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love like just a typical American dream, white picket fence, big house, maybe not so like cliche, but I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I have a lot of things figured out. Like, I have a girl that I really like that I hope I stay with, and I have my family that I love, and I just, I think my degree will help me be successful in the future just by getting a stable, successful job.
Also, I read the question wrong, which is why I probably threw you off.
That's okay.
But I worded it correctly, trust. What will help you become even more resilient?
Something that will help me continue to be resilient is talking to like girlfriend, friends, family, to communicate any issues that I'm having, and like instead of maybe overloading myself and my mind with things that are bothering me, just to talk about it, to make everything like just get off my head a little bit, and maybe take some of the stress off my back and hear what other people have to say.
Sure. Talk with other people,
Mm.
for sure. And then lastly, how will your learning from this course be useful and beneficial to you as you continue with your college journey?
This class will definitely help me stay motivated when I feel like I can't be. Using SMART goals, whether that's in class or in the future with my marriage or my kids or a project at work, whatever it is. Just using the things I've learned in class will definitely help me stay on track with my life. And one thing that stuck with me with this class is to communicate more with people that I love to help me be resilient. I know we just talked about that, but that's definitely a big thing I need to work on. Is just communicating every day, whether that's I didn't sleep good, I'm not eating good, or I'm not feeling well. I just need to be communicating a lot more with the people that are around me to help me stay on track with my life.
Cool.
Cool.